How to know if you are in a juju relationship or marriage is today's topic. So you might be in a relationship or you might get married to somebody, and it's your husband. This person we are talking about is your marriage, is your relationship or marriage. And anytime, if you are noticing that anytime you see your husband, you are always kind of afraid. Or anytime you see your wife, you are kind of afraid. You are kind of shocked to see the person. Or maybe the person is kind of using violence for you, and you seem afraid to always defend yourself. Even when you try, it seems that you have no right in the house, or you have no say in the relationship, whereby the person is always controlling you every time, and you feel weak to defend yourself. Just notice that you are in a juju relationship or marriage. If you are feeling that kind of you have that kind of feeling for your partner, whereby you always feel weak whenever you see this person, and whenever you see him you always feel afraid, and no matter what he do to you, you always feel weak to speak for your rights. You always feel afraid to speak for your rights. My dear, just know that that person, that man or woman, is using juju to hold you down. Just know that that person is using juju to hold you down. It's not ordinary, because as a partner, you supposed to be best friend. You supposed to be best friend. When you see your husband coming, ah, you're supposed to be happy with your partner. You're supposed to be best friend, because you have no reason to be afraid of your husband or your wife. If you are in any marriage whereby you are afraid of your uh, partner, you are afraid of your spouse, as you are afraid of him, i don't see I don't see anything good in that relationship or marriage. You are wasting your time, because that person is using magic for you. That is why you are always afraid of him. Even if he beat you, you have no say. Even if he do anything to you, he can even beat you and collect your salary from you. You can't even talk. You would like to defend yourself, but you will be having fear. You will be having fear. You will be having that weakness anytime you try to speak for your rights. My dear, that man or woman is using juju for you. Is using juju to hold you down, and when he's done with you, he's just going to leave you and go. Especially if you are rich, or maybe you have something he is benefiting from you. If it's not done with you, you will never you will never know how to talk for your rights. That person is using juju. That relationship or marriage is juju marriage. It's juju relationship. It's not ordinary, because I don't see any reason whereby you will be afraid of your partner. It's your partner. If you are dating any man or woman whereby you are always afraid of the person, my dear, you are in bondage. You are not in marriage. I advise you to run away from that marriage, because that marriage is not working, it's not going anywhere. and it's not, there is evil spirit manipulating that relationship or marriage. Yes, one of you are using juju for each other, especially if you are not feel free with each other. Yes, it's another problem too. When man or woman are together and you are not feel free, you are not feel free with yourself. When you are in a relationship, anytime you see your partner, you are not that kind of free. If you are dating any man, you are not always free with, there is something about that person. Look very well. That is why your spirit is not being agree with the man, especially if you are afraid. Especially if you are afraid, you are in a relationship, you are afraid of your wife, or you are in marriage, you are always afraid of your wife. Your wife open her for you like this. Oh my God. If your wife open her for you like this, maybe you just say small thing and your wife just open her for you like this, you will be afraid. No, you are not in marriage, you are in bondage. I advise you to, if that woman did not change, or you see that you are always having the same fear, I advise you to just ask for divorce, because that woman is using witchcraft for you, is using juju to hold you, is using juju to use you. That is why it's very difficult for you to to always speak for your right. Even if you beat, you collect your salary, you can't even, you can't even defend yourself, because it's using juju to manipulate you, to remote you. It's called remote control. Juju remote control. Or maybe you married to a man, every time, or maybe you married to a man, and every time your husband will just, maybe you just do one small little thing like this, oh, the man will just be like, are you mad, you dey craze. Then you can't, maybe you are not wrong, oh, you just do something, maybe what you do is your right. Then the man will just be like, you dey craze, you dey mad, may I slap you. Then you will just be like this, hey, sorry honey. What kind of honey is that? You don't have honey, oh, that your husband is devil. That your husband is not your honey, is devil. Yes, he is the devil himself. He's using juju, he's using witchcraft to manipulate you. It's not your honey. It's not your honey. Because a real honey woman, you don't supposed to be afraid of your honey. You are your honey. A real marriage, God sent marriage, you and your husband supposed to be best friend. You supposed to play like baby, as friend, normal friend, like child. You play around, you hold each other. Anytime you see your husband coming, you are smiling, you are happy. Anytime you see that your husband do something you don't like, tell my husband, I don't like this thing, no. What are you doing? With friendship, that is real marriage. Any marriage or relationship whereby you are afraid of your partner, eh? You are not in marriage, it's juju. That man is using witchcraft to manipulate you. He is there to use you. When you are afraid of your partner, it's not marriage, you are in bondage. I advise you, leave that man and go. Or maybe you have a woman who is always opening her for you and you will be afraid. That woman is using something to hold you. Leave that woman, look for another decent woman that will respect you.